The lion shook his stony head, and gazing with desire, took pity on the whistling world, and doused its heart with fire. The world returned, and gave him light, so others could behold the awesome might in trembled eyes, this master wrapped in gold. And as the sun was settling down, the moon from lucky labor brought forth the tiny nightingale to trump its shining neighbor. The bird with sparkling, twisting paws bowed down before the sky, and musky purple dusk grew soft to wink its weary eye. And so began the daily dance. The lion strong and bright would pierce the dark in splendor and bless the world with light. And when twilight stroked but sweetly on the lion's golden side, he shook his mane to starlight, keeping swift to nature's guide. The moon grew round and tender, trapped in a milky haze, and slipping past the lilac rose, the bird took up her stays. The nightingale in precious tones would sing her sultry game, and men's thin hearts would tremble in her purring, honeyed flame. So many men fell sharply to the pretty warbling song. She hid her face in shadow, for the moon had writ her wrong. The lion too was weary, for the sun was churlish bred. She pricked and clucked and brooded, forsaking him instead. But lion felt no fever, no fire within his chest. He loved the sun completely, held her tempest to his breast. And like a lamppost siren calls to guide a roguish moth, so too the hearts of nature's guile are wrapped in jaded cloth. Within these hazy crevices of metal, silk, and gold, which order sweeping clocks to bend on gently creaking folds, the lady caught the lion in the devil of her eye, his handsome candor gleaming under darker lightning sky. Thus, with a crack of thunder and dense and booming quake, the nightingale was captured in his all-consuming ache. No darkness could dissemble, no shadow could depart the pulsing grace which broke and locked within her whimpering heart. And pain it was she felt, but soft like mother to a child, it wrapped her tight and shaking, cradled turbulent and mild. And cheerlessly she felt it, that pounding in her skin, ashamed that she had fallen fast in love's deceiving sin. The lion caught her stricken gaze and felt it all too clearly. He whispered lamentation for the son he loved so dearly. Then breathlessly he bowed his head and rumbled to the earth in words that went unspoken of a useless lover's birth. He knew too well the nightingale was equal in her splendor. She wounded him and puzzled him and left him whole and tender. He longed to stay forever, falling fervent to her aim, but with her came the murmur of the dusk to soothe his flame. So lost within a moment was the thunder and the storm. For a loyal bound, the lion went to let the night be born. The nightingale, so blistered by the sigh within his stride, vowed that she would lose him where the shadow's capture hides. The lady sang, this time in verse, a shade of holy hue. It shook the night, triumphant bright, a fugue of lashing hue, a whipping, whirling melody she warbled through her tears. It sent a storm to roiling, harsh-toned and dulcet queer. Lamenting for her velvet child, the moon divulged and wept. She shuddered in the aching cold that rocked her heaven sent. At last the little nightingale collapsed as dawn appeared. The downy night besmirched with white her icy euphoric tears. Then quietly she found, amid the glisten of a beam, a captivating creature of a contemplative breed. There the lion, gleaming golden, silent and unbound, took up the bird's decision with the ghost of absent sound. He saw her shadowed blossom dappled soft beneath his tread. He smiled once and beckoned with a gesture of his head. She praised her holy moon, for not a single dream could measure the calming tracing stumble that her heart found in this treasure. Love shall make us weary, for nature makes us strangers. In different worlds, with different eyes, we see the burning dangers. The bird belonged to satin depths, the lion to the day. And love belongs to neither muse, delighting in the play. Within these hazy crevices of metal, silk, and gold, which order sweeping clocks to bend on gently creaking folds, we watch the world through seasons in contemplative awe and learn beneath its harmonies that true love conquers all.